Okay, so now I'm ready to finish up my lasagna. Here I have a 13 by 9 baking dish. It's already greased. I'm gonna pour a little bit of bechamel sauce on the bottom. Make sure it's evenly spread. And then a little bit of bolognese sauce. Same thing for it. Evenly spread, nice and well. Okay. Now I'm gonna put the pasta in it. This is the best part. This is a no-boil type of noodle, so you don't need to pre-boil it. You don't need to do anything with it. You don't have to deal with hot pasta and anything. So just, add 3 sheets on the bottom of the baking dish. As you can see, they don't cover exactly the surface of the baking dish. But while they're cooking, they will expand, and so they will be just as big as the pan. All right, so now we are ready for the second layer. Let's start again with some bechamel sauce. Make sure you cover up all the surface of the no-boil noodles. It's so convenient. It cuts the time in an incredible way. In Bologna, when they make fresh homemade pasta, it takes forever to make a lasagna. And here, with this kind of noodles, really, you can get the same result, but really, it's so convenient. All right, so let's add a little bit of bolognese sauce on all of the 3 layers. Now on the second layer, you want to add a little bit of Parmigiano cheese, okay? So, Parmigiano cheese. The reason why you don't want to put Parmigiano cheese on the very bottom layer is because otherwise your lasagna is going to stick on the bottom. So just add a little bit of cheese and then you'll be ready for the second layer of no-boil Barilla lasagna. It's unbelievable how easy it is to make this lasagna, and actually this is something that your family can help you doing it. Kids typically love to do this assembly. Okay, so a little bit of bolognese sauce again, and so on. I typically recommend 5 layers of lasagna. And in a box, you'll find 15 to 16 sheets. So that allows you to make 5 layers, and sometimes you have 1 extra sheet. What you can do is the last layer, just overlap three sheets of pasta. So you handing up, finishing the noodles, and you have your great lasagna ready. So. See, a little bit of bolognese sauce, some Parmigiano cheese, and so on for 3 layers. Oops. Again, a little bit of bechamel. It takes really few minutes to do this. Meanwhile, while you're assembling your lasagna, you can heat up your oven, because your lasagna, by the time you put everything into the baking dish, will be ready to be baked. So it's so really convenient. And as you can see, the sheets are so thin that they don't need to bake for a long time in the oven. Actually, if you start with a warm sauce there, with a warm bechamel and a warm bolognese, takes about 25 to 30 minutes to bake, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead with the bechamel sauce here. And the difference between the American lasagna and the Italian lasagna is that in America you typically have ricotta cheese and egg in there, right? rather than in Italy, the most authentic lasagna is made with bechamel sauce, and that makes quite a bit of a difference in terms of taste and in terms of look. See, when you bake this lasagna in the oven, all you have to do is just basically cook it all the way through until the temperature inside reaches the 165 degrees. And I like a little bit of crispiness on top of the lasagna. Oh, I almost forgot the cheese here. A little bit of Parmigiano cheese. And now we are ready for the last layer of pasta. And as I told you, see, I have 4 sheets left. So what I'm gonna do here is just overlapping the pasta noodles here a little bit, and I'm ready to finish up my lasagna. Wonderfully taste. I'm sure it will taste great because I can already smell the aroma of the bechamel sauce, of the Parmigiano cheese. Okay, so again, some bolognese sauce to cover the top. Make sure the noodles are completely covered with the bechamel, which will allow the noodles to rehydrate while they're cooking. See, since the pasta, since the pasta it's rolled flat and thin, just like you would make it with a rolling pin at home, it is very porous, so that allows the pasta to rehydrate in the oven while it's cooking, okay? Rather than most of the semolina type of lasagna that you have to pre-cook first. Okay, our lasagna is ready now. Even the last step is so simple. You don't need to cover it up with anything, aluminum foil or lid, nothing. This particular recipe will cook in 25 to 30 minutes, so the top won't get burnt anyway. Let's stick it in the oven, 350 degrees. Okay, lasagna is ready to come out of the oven, so let's take a look. Okay, perfect, look. It's a little bit bubbling around and a little bit of brownish colors, just as I like it, perfect. So let's just let it rest for 5 to 10 minutes and it's ready to be served. Enjoy.